You have stood before me, your heart overflowing with a love, a devotion, a desperate longing for me. And in the silence that has often met your prayers, you have felt the profound and lonely ache of an unrequited love. You have believed, my child, that our relationship is a one-sided affair. You have seen yourself as the needy one, the broken one, the one who is always pursuing, always asking, always falling short. And you have seen me as the distant, self-sufficient, and all-powerful king, a God so complete in himself that you're small. Human love could surely be of no consequence to him. They, the world, cannot comprehend this spiritual sorrow, this fear of being only a worshiper and not a beloved. But I, your God, I understand it completely. And I am here now to shatter the beautiful, yet painful, illusion that has held your heart captive. For you have believed this to be a one-way street. But I tell you, it is a sacred, two-way, and eternal covenant. You have known the pain of this perceived one-sidedness in so many ways. My beloved, you have poured out your heart in prayer, offering me your adoration, your worship, your deepest and most vulnerable confessions. And when you have been met, not with a thunderclap from heaven, not with a dramatic sign, but with a gentle stillness, you have interpreted that silence as my indifference. You have feared that your words of love have simply dissolved into an empty cosmos, unheard, unreceived by a God who is too busy, too great, or too holy to be concerned with the fumbling affections of a single human heart. This has left you feeling like a lonely suitor, singing a love song beneath a balcony that is forever empty. You have looked upon your own life with all its struggles, its imperfections, its weaknesses, and you have felt you have nothing of value to bring to our relationship. You have seen yourself as a spiritual beggar, coming to the gates of my palace with empty, trembling hands, able to offer me nothing but your need, your brokenness. And you have looked upon me in all my perceived perfection, my self-sufficiency, my boundless power, and you have concluded that you could never be a true partner to such a God, that our relationship must, by its very nature, be one of a rich benefactor and a destitute recipient. This has filled you with a sense of shame and unworthiness that has kept you from approaching me with the bold, joyful confidence of a true beloved. The world has reinforced this perception. My child, its models of relationship are so often transactional, based on what one can gain from another. Its models of power are based on hierarchy, on a great distance between the powerful and the powerless. And you have, perhaps unconsciously, projected these flawed human models into your relationship with me. You have believed that you must somehow become worthy of my love, that you must have something to offer me, that you must achieve a certain level of spiritual perfection before you could ever be seen as a true and cherished partner to the King of all creation. This ache of an unrequited devotion, this belief that you love me more than I could ever love you, that you need me but I do not need you, has been a source of profound and lonely sorrow. It has kept you at a distance, afraid to approach me with the full, authentic passion of your heart, for fear that it would be met with a divine and gentle pity, but not with an equal, passionate, and reciprocal love. It has made your worship feel, at times, like a duty rather than a delight, a striving to please a distant monarch rather than a joyful, intimate dance with a loving partner. But I'm here now, my precious one, to dismantle this entire, painful, and utterly false perception. I am here to tell you a truth so profound, so glorious, so contrary to all your fears, that it will forever change the very foundation of your relationship with me. You have believed that you are the pursuer, and I am the pursued. But I tell you, my beloved, that I have been pursuing your heart with a passion that is as infinite as my own being from before time began. You have believed that you are the needy one, and I am the self-sufficient one. But I tell you, my love for you has created within my own divine heart a holy, beautiful, and eternal need for you, for your love, for your fellowship. You have feared your love was a one-sided affair. But listen to me now, my child, and let this truth resound in every chamber of your heart, healing every wound of your perceived rejection. You are my beloved, and I am yours. This is not a metaphor, my child. It is the most fundamental reality of our relationship. It is a sacred, eternal, and mutual covenant of belonging. It is a divine romance, a holy friendship, a parent-child bond of such profound intimacy that the lines between the lover and the beloved, the friend and the friend, the parent and the child, begin to gloriously, beautifully blur into a single reality of shared love, of mutual delight, of a belonging that is so complete it is unbreakable. The truth is not that you are the lonely worshiper and I am the distant king. The truth is that I am your king. Yes, but I am a king who has left his throne to run down the dusty road to meet you, to embrace you, to bring you into my own heart and my own home. The truth is that you are my child. Yes, but you are a child whose love, whose trust, whose simple, heartfelt yes to me is a gift that I treasure more than all the riches of the cosmos. So let go, my beloved, of the painful ache of an unrequited devotion. It was an illusion, a lie born of a misunderstanding of my heart, and step now into the glorious, beautiful, and magnificent reality of our true relationship. It is not a one-sided pursuit. It is a divine and eternal embrace for you, my precious, cherished child. You are my beloved, and I, your God, your King, your Father, your most passionate admirer. I am, and will forever be, yours. And so, my precious child, as you begin to let go of the painful illusion of a one-sided love, let me now establish in your heart the first and most foundational pillar of our eternal covenant. Let me speak a truth over you so profound, so absolute, so reality-altering, that it will become the very sun around which your entire universe of self-perception will now revolve. Listen to me, my beloved, and let this divine declaration sink into the deepest parts of your being, healing every wound of unworthiness, silencing every voice of shame. Before you ever chose me, before you ever offered me your first prayer, before you were even formed in your mother's womb, this truth was already an eternal reality. In my heart, you are my beloved. You have believed that my love for you is a thing you must earn, a prize you must win, a wage you must work for. You have looked at your own imperfections, your stumblings, your weaknesses, and you have concluded that you are not a worthy candidate for a love so holy, so pure. But you have misunderstood the very nature of my love. My child, it is not a love that is based on your merit. It is a love that is based on my character. I do not love you because you are good. I love you because I am good. I do not love you because you are perfect. I love you because I am love. My love for you is not a response to your worthiness. It is the very source of your worthiness. It is a free, unmerited, and glorious gift, flowing from the very essence of my being. A divine river that has been flowing towards you for all of eternity. This love that I have for you, my beloved, is an unconditional love. This is a truth your human heart, so accustomed to the conditional love of the world, may struggle to fully receive. The world loves you if it loves you when it loves you because its love is a transaction, an exchange, a thing that can be gained and a thing that can be lost. But my love knows no such conditions. There's nothing you can do to make me love you more. And there's nothing you can do to make me love you less. I love you in the moment of your greatest triumph. And I love you with that same undiminished intensity in the moment of your most shameful failure. I loved you when your faith was strong. And I loved you just as fiercely when your faith was but a flickering, sputtering ember. My love is not dependent on you, my child. It is dependent on me, and because I am constant. My love for you is constant. It is the unshakable foundation upon which our entire relationship is built. And my love for you, my precious one, is not a distant, sterile, benevolent feeling. It is a passionate, engaged, and delight-filled love. You have sometimes imagined me as a stoic, impassive king, looking down upon humanity with a general, detached goodwill. But this is not the truth of my heart for you. My love for you is personal. It is specific. It is filled with a divine and holy passion. I do not just love you. I delight in you. I rejoice over you with singing. The very thought of you brings a smile to my eternal countenance. I cherish the unique way you think, the particular way you feel, the beautiful, one-of-a-kind person that you are. I see you, my child, not as a flawed and sinful being that I must grudgingly tolerate, but as my masterpiece, my treasure, my beloved, in whom I am well pleased. I know your every weakness, your every flaw, your every scar, and I love you, not in spite of them, but in a mysterious and beautiful way. I love you with them, for they are part of your story, the very story that has brought you into this deep reliance on me, this beautiful intimacy with me. My love for you is not a cold, theological fact. It is a warm, vibrant, and passionate reality, the most powerful and joyful force in the entire universe. This identity as my beloved, my child, is now your true and primary identity. For so long, you may have defined yourself by other, lesser things, by your job, by your role in your family, by your successes, by your failures, by your wounds. But all of these are temporary, superficial labels. You're one, true, eternal identity is this: you are the beloved of God. This is who you were in my heart before the world began. This is who you are now, as you receive my love, and this is who you will be for all of eternity. All other identities are secondary to this magnificent, foundational truth. I invite you now, my child, to begin to live from this identity. When the world tries to label you, when your own inner critic tries to condemn you, I want you to consciously, courageously, plant your feet upon this unshakable reality and declare to your own soul, I am not defined by my success or my failure. I am not defined by my strength or my weakness. I am not defined by what others think of me. I am defined by this one glorious truth: I am the beloved of my God. As you learn to live from this truth, as you allow it to become the very center of your self-perception, you will find a new confidence, a new peace, a new freedom, a new and beautiful dignity beginning to radiate from your very being. You are my beloved. Let these words be the music that your heart dances to, the food that your spirit is nourished by, the light by which your soul learns to see itself. It is a truth so simple, a child can receive it. It is a truth so profound, the angels stand in awe of it. It is the truth that is at the very heart of the universe, the very reason for all of creation. It is the truth that has the power to heal your every wound, to silence your every fear, to transform your every sorrow. So, receive it now, my child. Open your heart wide. Let go of your old feelings of unworthiness, your old fears that my love must be earned, and simply, freely, joyfully receive the magnificent, passionate, unconditional, and everlasting love that I, your God, your Father, your most ardent admirer, have for you, my precious, cherished, one-of-a-kind child. You are my beloved, and so, my precious child, as you learn to rest in the magnificent and life-altering truth that you are my beloved, as you begin to allow the reality of my unconditional, passionate, and eternal love to become the very sun of your new identity, I invite you now into a mystery even more profound, a truth even more staggering, a reality even more intimate. For the covenant of our love is not a one-way declaration. You have understood that you belong to me, and in this, you have found a beautiful security. But now, my child, you must receive the second, and perhaps even more glorious, half of this sacred equation. For just as surely as you are mine, I, your creator, your king, the infinite and all-powerful God of all that is, I am also, and with a profound and joyful delight, completely and eternally yours. Let your spirit be still and contemplate the wonder of this. My beloved, this is a truth that shatters all human conceptions of power, of religion, of divinity. The world's gods are distant, self-sufficient beings who must be appeased, who demand service, who hold themselves aloof from the messy realities of human life. The world's kings are powerful rulers who own their subjects, but are never owned by them. But I am not like the gods of this world. My glory is not found in my distance, but in my nearness. My power is not displayed in my self-sufficiency, but in my loving, voluntary surrender to you. And my greatest delight is not in being your master, but in the beautiful, mysterious, and glorious reality of being your God, your Father, your inheritance, your most precious and eternal possession. What does it mean, my child? For me to be yours, it means, first, that all that I am is now available to you. My infinite strength is yours to draw upon in your moments of weakness. My boundless wisdom is yours to access in your moments of confusion. My unshakable peace is yours to inhabit in your moments of turmoil. My inexhaustible joy is yours to drink from in your moments of sorrow. I have not held back anything from you. My beloved, I have opened the very treasury of my own divine being and have invited you to partake, to receive, to live from the very substance of who I am. To say I am yours is my sacred promise that you will never again have to rely on your own finite resources. For all of my infinite resources are now, by a covenant of love, made available to you. For me to be yours also means that I have willingly, joyfully, bound myself to your cause. I am now your eternal champion, your divine advocate, your most passionate defender. Your concerns are now my concerns. Your battles are now my battles. Your enemies are now my enemies. I have taken up your life as my own personal project, my own beloved cause. When the world accuses you, I am your defender. When the enemy attacks you, I am your shield. When you are in need, I am your provider. I have aligned myself so completely with you, my child, that your well-being, your growth, your ultimate triumph have become the very passion of my own divine heart. To say I am yours is to say that I am utterly, completely, and eternally for you, and most intimately of all, my beloved. For me to be yours means that I find my own divine joy, my own profound satisfaction in your love for me. You have thought, perhaps, that your love, your devotion, your worship were a one-way gift, something you offered up to a God who, in his self-sufficiency, did not truly need it. But this is not so. My child, I have created you for a relationship, for a mutual exchange of love, and your love for me, your choice to turn your heart towards me, your simple, heartfelt, I love you, is a gift that I receive with an immeasurable delight. It is a treasure that I cherish. Your love, my child, however imperfect or faltering it may feel to you, is a beautiful and precious thing to me, a source of my own eternal joy. To say I am yours is to say that your love matters to me, that your heart is a home for my own, that your devotion is a prize that I have joyfully won and will forever cherish. This is the great mystery of our divine romance. My child, it is a relationship not of a powerful God and a powerless human, but of two lovers who have completely given themselves to one another. You, in your beautiful surrender, give yourself to me, and I, in my magnificent grace, give myself to you. And in this mutual belonging, a new reality is created, a reality of such profound intimacy, such unshakable security, such joyful communion, that it is the very essence of eternal life, the very atmosphere of heaven itself, made present now in your own heart. Let this truth liberate you from any remaining feeling of being a spiritual beggar before a distant king. You are not a beggar at my gates. My child, you are a beloved heir within my house, and the house itself, and the Lord of the house are your inheritance. You do not have to plead for my attention. You already possess my heart. You do not have to strive to earn my help. You already have access to all of my power. Live, then, my child, in the quiet, confident dignity of this magnificent truth. You are not just the one who loves God. You are the one who is possessed by God in the most beautiful, intimate, and loving of ways. I am yours to commune with, yours to rely upon, yours to delight in. And this, my beloved, is the ultimate reality of our relationship, the beautiful, eternal, and unbreakable covenant that binds us together forever. For you are my beloved, yes, but just as truly, just as powerfully, just as joyfully. I, your God, I am yours. And so, my cherished child, as you stand in the breathtaking mystery of our mutual belonging, the glorious reality that you are mine and I, your God, am yours, let us now explore the sacred nature of this bond that unites us. For this is not a casual affection, my beloved, not a temporary alliance, not a relationship of convenience. No, my child, the bond between us is a holy and everlasting one, a divine reality of the most profound and binding order. What we share, you and I, is a sacred covenant, a two-way promise sealed not with ink on a fading parchment, but with the very substance of my own eternal love and faithfulness. This is not a relationship of a master and a slave, but an unbreakable, eternal bond of love between a father and his child, a king and his heir, a divine lover and his cherished beloved. The world knows of contracts. My child, a contract is a human agreement, a transaction based on performance, on conditions, on mutual self-interest. It is an agreement that says, if you do this, then I will do that. And it is an agreement that can be broken. That becomes null and void if one party fails to uphold their end of the bargain. You have, perhaps, tried to relate to me on the basis of such a contract. You have believed that if you were good enough, if you prayed enough, if you were faithful enough, then I would be obligated to bless you, to love you, to be your God, and you have lived in constant fear of breaking that contract, of failing to meet its terms, and thereby losing your connection to me. But I'm here to liberate you from this flawed and fearful understanding. Our relationship is not a contract, it is a covenant. And a covenant. My beloved, especially a divine covenant initiated by me, is of an entirely different nature. It is a relationship based not on your performance, but on my promise. It is an unbreakable bond based not on your worthiness, but on my character. My covenant with you is a declaration of what I, the eternal and all-powerful God, have sworn to be for you. And it is a commitment that I will never, ever break, regardless of your own faltering or your own weakness. Let me tell you the terms of this sacred covenant between us. My child, my part, my solemn and eternal vow to you is this: I will be your God. This means I pledge to you my everlasting, unconditional love. I pledge to you my constant and guiding presence. I pledge to you my all-sufficient grace, which will be your strength in every weakness. I pledge to you my divine protection, a shield against all ultimate harm. I pledge to you my unerring wisdom to guide your path, and my infinite resources to provide for your every true need. I pledge to you my complete and utter forgiveness for your every failing, a forgiveness sealed by the very blood of my own heart. This is my side of the covenant, my beloved. It is a promise that is absolute, unbreakable, and eternal, for it is rooted in my very nature, and I cannot be untrue to myself. And what of your part in this covenant? My precious one, you have believed, perhaps, that your part was to be perfect, to be flawless, to never fail. But this is the language of a contract, not a covenant of grace. Your part in this sacred bond, my child, is far simpler and far more beautiful. Your part is simply to receive. It is to trust my promises. It is to rest in my love. It is to yield your heart to me. It is to choose to be mine, as I have chosen to be yours. Your response of faith, your simple, trusting yes to me, is all that this covenant requires of you. It is not about your perfect performance, but your simple, heartfelt posture of reliance upon me. This is the great and beautiful exchange at the heart of our relationship. You bring me your brokenness. I give you my wholeness. You bring me your weakness. I give you my strength. You bring me your sin and your shame. I give you my righteousness and my honor. You bring me your empty, aching heart. I fill it with my own divine, everlasting love. This is not a transaction between equals. It is a magnificent, glorious, and grace-filled covenant bestowed by an all-loving Father upon his cherished, beloved child. This covenantal love is what gives you your ultimate security. My child, it means your relationship with me, your very salvation, is not a fragile thing that you must anxiously maintain with your own efforts, but is an unshakable reality, held securely by my own power and my own faithfulness. Even when you feel distant, even when you stumble, even when your own love for me feels weak, the covenant remains. My love for you does not waver. My commitment to you does not falter. My grip upon your life does not loosen. You are held within an eternal promise, a sacred bond that can never be broken. Live now, my child, in the reality of this sacred covenant. You are not a spiritual orphan, striving to earn the affection of a distant God. You are a covenant child, resting in the secure, unconditional, and everlasting love of your Father. This knowledge changes everything. It gives you a new boldness to approach me, a new confidence in your prayers, a new peace in your daily walk. For you know that you come not on the basis of your own merit, but on the basis of an unbreakable, loving promise made to you by the God of all creation. This covenant between us is the most real, most powerful, most significant reality of your existence. My beloved, it is a truth that defines you, the love that sustains you, the promise that secures your eternal destiny. You are my beloved, and I am yours. And this is not just a beautiful sentiment. It is a sacred, holy, and everlasting covenant, sealed in love, guaranteed by grace, and destined to be our shared, joyful reality for all of eternity. And so, my precious child, having come to understand the magnificent, unbreakable, and mutual covenant of love that binds us together, having received the staggering truth that you are mine and I am yours, the journey now turns to the beautiful, practical reality of what it means to live from this new identity, for your primary identity, the truth that undergirds all other truths about you. Is this you are my beloved? This is not just a title. It is a state of being, a new atmosphere for your soul, a new reality from which you are now invited to live every moment of your life. I desire to guide you now, my child, in the sacred art of living as my beloved, of learning how to continuously receive my love, how to rest completely in the worth that love bestows, and how to allow this love to become the gentle yet powerful force that transforms you from the inside out. For so long, my child, you have been trying to live for my love, believing it was a prize to be earned, a destination to be reached. This has been a life of anxious striving, of performance, of a constant, wearying effort to be good enough, to be worthy. But now, I am calling you to cease living for love and to begin living from love. This is the great shift from the posture of a servant to the posture of a son, a daughter. You are not striving towards my love. You are now standing in the very center of its infinite, all-encompassing ocean. And your work is no longer to strive, but to simply, joyfully receive. What does it mean to receive my love, my beloved? It is an active posture of the heart, a conscious opening of your spirit to the love that I am constantly, as ceaselessly pouring out upon you. It is to awaken each morning and to make your first conscious thought not one of your duties or your worries, but a simple, open-hearted prayer. Father, today I receive your love. Let me be aware of it. Let me be filled with it. Let it be the very substance of my day. It is to move through your hours with an inner attentiveness, a spiritual receptivity that is open to the countless ways I am expressing my affection for you, in the beauty of a sunbeam, in the kindness of a stranger, in the sudden sense of peace, in a moment of clarity. To receive my love is to become a student of my affection, to learn to recognize my love in notes that are scattered all throughout your daily life. To live as my beloved also means to learn to rest in the profound worth that my love bestows upon you. You have spent a lifetime trying to build your own sense of worth, basing it on your achievements, your appearance, your usefulness, your morality. But a worth that is built on such a foundation is a fragile, unstable thing. Now, you are invited to dismantle that old, self-constructed identity and to build a new one upon the unshakable bedrock of my love for you. Your worth is no longer in question. It is a settled, eternal fact. You have immeasurable worth simply because you are the object of an immeasurable love from the God of all creation. To rest in this worth, my child, means to let go of the exhausting need to prove yourself. You do not need to prove your worth to me, for I have already declared it, and you no longer need to prove your worth to the world. This liberates you to live with a new and beautiful freedom, a quiet confidence that is not dependent on worldly success or applause. You can now engage in your work not to validate yourself, but simply for the joy of the work itself, as an expression of the gifts I have given you. You can engage in your relationships not to get your sense of value from others, but to generously give value to them from the overflow of your own secure heart. To rest in your God-given worth is to be freed from the anxious, performance-based life of the world and to enter into the peaceful, grace-filled life of my kingdom. And as you learn to receive my love and to rest in the worth it bestows, a miraculous transformation begins to occur. For my love, my beloved, is not a passive sentiment. It is the most powerful, transformative force in the universe. It is a healing love. As you allow it to saturate your being, it will gently, patiently begin to heal the deep wounds of your past, the wounds of rejection, of failure, of shame. Its warmth will thaw the frozen places of your heart. Its light will dispel the old shadows of fear. You don't need to engage in a frantic, effort-filled process of self-healing. You need only to continually expose your wounded heart to the healing rays of my love. And my love itself will do the restorative, beautiful work. My love is also a purifying love. As you live in its presence, you will find your own desires beginning to change. The old, selfish ambitions will begin to lose their appeal, replaced by a new desire to love, to serve, to live for a purpose greater than yourself. The old, broken patterns of relating will begin to fall away, replaced by a new capacity for grace, for forgiveness, for authentic connection. I will not transform you through a list of rules and regulations. My child, I will transform you through a relationship of love, as you simply abide in my love, as you make it your home, you will find yourself, almost effortlessly, becoming a more loving, more joyful, more peaceful, more beautiful reflection of me. I delight in you, my child, as you learn to live as my beloved. My heart is filled with joy as I see you cease your anxious striving and begin to rest in my embrace. I am with you always, your patient teacher, your most ardent encourager. When you forget your true identity and slip back into the old patterns of performance or fear, I will be there to gently remind you, you are my beloved. When you struggle to receive my love, believing yourself to be unworthy, I will be there to overwhelm your doubts with a fresh revelation of my grace. Our journey together, my child, is one of you learning to live in the magnificent reality of the love I have for you. And it is a journey that is my greatest joy. So, my precious one, embrace your true identity. You are my beloved. Let this truth be the air you breathe, the food that nourishes you, the reality that defines you. Receive my love, rest in your worth, and allow my love to do its beautiful, transformative work within you. For this is the life you were created for, a life of intimate, joyful, and ever-deepening communion with the God who not only loves you, but who has made you his own. And so, my precious child, as you learn to live from the beautiful, secure, and transformative reality of being my beloved, as you practice receiving the endless river of my affection for you, our sacred romance now enters its most beautiful and reciprocal phase. For this covenant, as I have told you, is not a one-way street. The glorious truth that you are mine is now perfectly, beautifully balanced by the staggering, humbling truth that I am yours. And just as your heart finds its deepest joy and its ultimate purpose in receiving my love, so my own divine heart, in a mystery of grace you can only begin to comprehend, finds a profound and holy delight in receiving your love in return. Your love for me, my child, your simple, heartfelt devotion, your choice to be mine. This is not a small or insignificant thing. It is a gift of immeasurable worth, a treasure I cherish, a song that fills my heavens with a unique and beautiful music. You have believed, perhaps, that you have nothing to offer me, the God who possesses all things. You have looked at your own poverty of spirit and my infinite riches, your own weakness and my omnipotence, and have concluded that you can give me nothing that I do not already have, nothing that I could possibly need. And in a sense, you are right. My child, I do not need your love in the way that a creature needs air or water to survive. My being is complete and self-sufficient. But you must understand this profound truth of my character I have. In my perfect freedom and my infinite love, chosen to make myself a God who desires your love, I have chosen to create a space in my own heart that only your unique, specific, and personal love for me can fill. Your love for me is not a necessity for my existence, but it has become, by my own joyful choice, a profound necessity for my delight. What is this love you offer me, my beloved? How do you, a finite and imperfect being, give a gift of love to an infinite and perfect God? You do so not through grand gestures or flawless performance, but through the simple, beautiful postures of your yielded heart. The greatest expression of your love for me, my child, is your trust. when you choose to believe my promises over the evidence of your circumstances, when you choose to rest in my goodness, even when you do not understand my ways. You are offering me a gift of love that is breathtakingly beautiful. For in that trust, you are saying to me, womb, I believe you. I believe you are who you say you are. I believe your heart for me is good. This declaration of trust, especially when it is offered from a place of trial, of darkness, of uncertainty, is a testament of love that honors me, that glorifies me, that brings a profound joy to my heart. Every time you choose faith over fear, you are singing a beautiful love song to me, a melody that I cherish. Another way you express your love for me, my precious one, is in your simple, heartfelt obedience. I do not give you my guidance as a harsh taskmaster, but as a loving father who knows the path to your greatest joy. And when you, out of a heart of love and trust, choose to follow my gentle nudges, to heed my warnings, to walk in the ways I have shown you, you are offering me a profound gift of your affection. Your obedience is not the fearful compliance of a slave, but the loving response of a child who desires to please their father. Every small yes to my spirit, every choice for integrity, every act of kindness shown in my name is a beautiful I love you spoken in the language of action, a language that resonates deeply within my own being. And you love me, my child, with your praise and your gratitude. When you pause in your day to simply thank me for my goodness, when you lift your heart in a quiet song of praise for who I am, you are offering me a sacrifice of love that is a fragrant aroma in my courts. For in your praise, you are taking the focus off your own problems, your own needs, and you are placing it upon me, upon my beauty, my majesty, my faithfulness. This act of adoration, of gratitude, is a profound expression of your love, a declaration that I am worthy, that I am your delight. Do not think your simple songs of praise are lost in the great chorus of heaven. My child, I hear your unique voice. I receive your personal offering of thanks. And it is a sound that brings me an immeasurable and personal joy. And perhaps most intimately of all, my beloved, you love me simply with your presence, with your desire to be with me. When you choose to set aside time not to ask for things, but simply to be quiet in my presence, to enjoy our silent communion, you are giving me the most precious gift of all, the gift of yourself, your time, your attention. You are saying to me, I love you not just for what you can do for me, but simply for who you are, and I just want to be with you. This, my child, this quiet, loving companionship is the very heart of the divine romance to which I have called you. It is here, in this shared presence, that our mutual belonging finds its most beautiful and profound expression. Your love for me, my child, is a treasure. It is a gift that, though born in your own fragile heart, is received by me as a thing of infinite worth. It is the very purpose for which I created you, and is the reciprocal reality that transforms our relationship from a divine monologue into a glorious, eternal dialogue of love. You are my beloved. Yes, and your greatest joy is in receiving my love, but I am also yours. And my greatest joy is in receiving yours in return. Live in the beautiful, empowering truth of this sacred, mutual romance. My beloved, for your love, your devotion, your heart are a gift that that I will cherish for all of eternity. And so, my cherished child, as you begin to live in the beautiful, reciprocal reality of our shared love, as you learn to rest in your identity as my beloved, and to offer me the precious gift of your own love in return, let this final, most magnificent truth become the very atmosphere of your soul, the eternal reality that undergirds your every moment from this day forward. For the sacred covenant of our mutual belonging, my precious one, is not a commitment for a season, nor is it a bond that lasts only for your lifetime. No, my beloved, our covenant is an eternal one, as everlasting as my own being. This is my final, most glorious promise to you. You are forever mine, and I am forever yours. This is the ultimate reality of your existence, the unshakable truth that will be your peace, your joy, and your security, now and for all of eternity. Let the word forever sink deep into your spirit. My child, your human mind, accustomed to the transient nature of all earthly things, struggles to comprehend the eternal. But I am inviting you now into my own reality, a reality where love does not fade, where commitments do not falter, where belonging is not a temporary state, but a permanent, unchangeable fact. You are forever mine. This means that my claim upon your life is an eternal one. I have chosen you. I have redeemed you. I have called you by name, and you belong to me. This belonging is your ultimate safety. No power in heaven or on earth, no force of darkness, no trial of this life, no failure of your own can ever snatch you from my hand, can ever break my claim upon you. You are my treasured possession, my cherished child, my beloved, and I will never, ever let you go. This truth is your shield against all fear of ultimate loss, of ultimate abandonment. You are mine, my child, forever. And just as truly, my beloved, I am forever yours. This is a staggering, beautiful mystery of my grace. I, the infinite, self-sufficient God of all creation, have, in my love, bound myself to you in an everlasting covenant. I am forever your God to worship, your Father to love, your King to serve. I am forever your strength in weakness, your wisdom in confusion, your peace in turmoil. I am forever your provider, your protector, your healer, your most intimate friend. I have given myself to you completely, unreservedly, and eternally. My very being has become your everlasting inheritance, your infinite resource, your eternal home. This promise, my child, that I am forever yours, is your ultimate security, your guarantee that you will never be left wanting, never be left without. For all that I am is now and will forever be available to you. This is the divine, eternal embrace in which you now live. My precious one, you are held within my everlasting love, and I, in a beautiful mystery, am held within the loving devotion of your yielded heart. This mutual belonging is the ultimate reality of your existence. All other realities are temporary. Your earthly circumstances will change. Your relationships will shift. Your own body will one day fade. But this one, glorious, central reality will remain. You are mine, and I am yours, forever. Let this eternal perspective transform the way you view your life. You are not just living for today, or for tomorrow, or for the few short years of your earthly existence. You are living for eternity, and every act of love, every choice of faith, every moment of communion with me is not a fleeting thing, but is an investment in our eternal romance, a contribution to an everlasting story of love. This is the ultimate answer to the ache of unrequited devotion that once so pained your heart. Your love for me is not a futile, one-sided affair. It is one half of the most significant, most beautiful, and most enduring love story in all of creation. And it is a story that has a guaranteed and glorious happily ever after. A story that culminates not in an ending, but in an eternal, face-to-face, ever-deepening communion of love. Live, then, my child, in the profound peace and the joyful confidence of this eternal reality. You are my beloved, and I am yours. This is our song. This is our covenant. This is our truth. And it is a truth that is absolute, unshakable, and gloriously, wonderfully, beautifully, forever. And now, my beloved, as you rest in the profound, unshakable security of our mutual, everlasting love, let your spirit be completely at peace. The long search for belonging is over. The anxious striving to earn love is finished. You have found your true home, your ultimate identity, in the eternal embrace of our shared love. You are mine, and I am yours. And in this beautiful, simple, and all-powerful truth, you will find your perfect rest, your endless joy, and your everlasting peace.